Okay, that was weird. I fully expected a tyrant, but in a way, Big Mom has a quite genuine, I want to say kind hearted goal, but given how well we've seen of Big Mama, there's no way that this utopia does not have, what's the word? Not sacrifices, but what is that word? Consequences? Because this is One Piece, chapter 8 to 7. Peckham successfully managed to get the Straw Hats docked in a place with his name only. And it turns out that they're not at Whole Cake Island. They're at the Chocolate Island. Because apparently around, as we all know, Big Mom has a lot of territories. After all, she is a Yonko. But around Whole Cake Island is apparently 34 different islands, each and every single one modeled after some kind of dessert. At least that's what I suspect. This one island that there is a wonder place where Chopper has finally gone to heaven. And well, Luffy, yeah, he too. As we all know, Chopper's favorite food is sweets. And he has arrived at the chocolate island because, yeah, I'm not kidding. Every single building is made of chocolate. Real life chocolate. Are we in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something? Does that mean that the Whole Cake Island actually is frosty cakes? Man, this is too unreal, even for One Piece standards. So of course they run a rampage. Also, the thing I was gonna say, the place where this is that Big Mom has some kind of genuine kind-hearted goal is because apparently the lands surrounding the whole Cake Island are called Totland because every single species resides there in harmony. I mean, I'm genuinely surprised. This does explain, however, on why Big Mom has many different species in her pirate crew, because she genuinely wants to have different species. We, for the first time, sees a female Longlegs, which, by the way, is dressed sexy. We see we see Minks, and I think we even see an Okama. Although technically, I don't really know if they are classified as a separate species, but then again, they have a different page in this one. So Nami and Carrot gets rechanged. Don't really know why Carrot says that Nami's dress looks gorgeous, but whatever. Peckham's explained to them all that this place is a utopia, which Mama is actually dreaming of. A place without discrimination and prejudice and segregation. Even dwarfs live here, and mermaids. So basically, yeah, we have stumbled into Wonderland. And this one, Chocolate Town, is ruled by someone called Chocolate. So apparently, there are 44 islands, as I said before, and each and every one is ruled by a chancellor, which I presume are one of the strongest members of the Big Mom Pirates. So Peckham says them different rules that are actually pretty complicated, but something like they are allowed to consume the chocolate, but not the chocolate tiles. And of course, he realizes too late that they have already that Luffy and had already run away, and of course, he's causing a scene. And that's because Luffy and Chopper broke the rule by eating the chocolate tiles from a cafe. And the reason for them eating that because it was simply too delicious not to eat. Oh, you idiots. It's then that a talking carpet and a talking slime residing on a shoulder of none other than Lady Pudding Charlotte, or Charlotto Pudding, resides there. And it's actually pretty funny how Chopper is the only one who's saying, am I the only one weirded out by that thing on her shoulder? They are apparently called Nitro the Jelly and Labian the Carpet. Again, how the hell are these things alive? There must be a devil fruit. But at the end of this chapter, I'm actually beginning to wonder, does Big Mom have a devil fruit that allows her to bring inanimate objects to life? And not through, you know what? So Lady Charlotte comes here and she actually covers for Luthie and Co. And for everything else. As they all, as the officer congratulates Charlotte on her wedding, she blushes. So apparently, Lady Charlotte is someone who's a sort of shy but at the same time sweet. At least here. The reason why she covered for Luthie and Chopper was apparently because she heard that they said that her house was too delicious not to eat, and she was so flattered by that, so she helped them. Also, Pedro runs into an old acquaintance, some kind of wolf mink, I think. But he managed to make him quiet by saying, "I'm here on a vacation. I would appreciate if you do not tell others about my arrival." The fact that that wolf or whatever a mink it is, it sheds a tear. And maybe it's happy to see Pedro again, but again, I'm very skeptical that Totland is a utopia. It must be a dystopia. I mean, haven't we seen? We have seen the cruelty that Big Mom has. Or is she just kind to the people around her? I mean, that's not new. It's not new to treat other people that's a part of you kindly, while the rest you don't, because the islands she protects are not part of her utopia. I mean, Big Mom, her reasons are completely weird. I mean, we all know what Kaido wants an army and what he wants. He wants nothing more than destruction and death. Shanks, well, he just wants the flow. Blackbear wants to conquer, and Charlotte wants a utopia for all the different species. So, yeah, Charlotte puts them into a coffee where she is the owner and pours them some nice tea or coffee maybe. And as soon as Peck comes, yeah, he is not with them because he will be too recognized. Uh, but everything goes bad as soon as they ask what their names are, and of course Luthia says, "I'm Luffy, the man who's gonna be the Pirate King," which Charlotte reacts at. What we have seen. What we have seen of Pudding so far seems to be a little sweet and a little bit shy girl. But I do not think that's her real personality. Once she hears that who Luffy really is, then we are really gonna get trouble. I think. I mean, I would appreciate if she was a good character, but I don't think she is. Finally, we are finally shown a Big Mom in person, and let me tell you, she looks uglier than ever. Ooh, there's gotta be a limit on how ugly a woman can be, at least in this manga. I mean, you cannot, technically in real life, you're not really allowed to say that a woman is that ugly. But yeah, she is wielding an umbrella, talking to her living objects, who's revealed that Sanji has arrived, and people are singing in the wedding and tea party and all that stuff. And we once again see her cruelty. Her different chancellors, I think, talking in the reason how they create these ingredients is actually from the countries that she conquers. Just like pirates, they take them over. They kill one, which is a girl, mentions eggs, another one with a long hat mentions flour, and another one which I think is a dwarf, or is it a small mink is knowing fruits? Oh yeah, but that reminds me of all the species. I saw a species in this chapter which we do not have been firmly introduced to yet, but I really think it's that kind of species. I think I saw a snakeneck. You know, when Duval gave Sanji the list on different slaves, famous I mean, one of them was the snakenecks. It's not explained what they are yet, but I saw someone who had a neck this tall, and they are called Snakenecks. I mean, the Minks and the Dwarfs, they were awesome, but the long-armed were not really that interesting. The long legs look more interesting, but the Snakenecks, do they really have long necks? That's it? Either way, we'll wrap this up by saying Big Mom already knows that Luffy is here. Somehow she knows that he's here. Well, not really somehow. She heard it through the grapevines that he is already here. And this sweet tea party is gonna have a devilish sacrifice, which is of course going to be Luffy. So yeah. So one wonders. Big Mom's motives have just further been shrouded in mystery. I thought she was a cruel, heartless, and completely glutton of a pirate. But that utopia dream is actually kinda sweet, no pun intended. But I do not buy it. There has to be some kind of consequence for this kind of Totland, given how Big Mom really is. But she knows Luffy is here, and Charlotte just heard who Luffy was. Will Charlotte Pudding become an ally, or will she become an enemy? We will soon go on break, but at least not this week. Maybe next. All in all, full of information. It was an okay chapter. Nothing really much happened. But one can really say that the whole cake island is just what it says. A whole cake island. I'm interested to see more. Give me your thoughts if you have any.